Hello civilians. Welcome back to our channel and today we'll be talking about the top 10 tips on dating as an entrepreneur. So, let's begin. Let's face it, dating is difficult and it remains difficult whether you're an entrepreneur or not. But the stakes are much higher when you are an entrepreneur who's hustling more than 100 hours a week trying to build the next $1 trillion company. When you decide to date a person, your life changes upside down, as you're no longer alone in deciding and influencing the decisions of your life. This happens because there is another person who's mentally attached to you and she has the power and influence to dictate your life choices in almost all aspects. Hence, dating an entrepreneur becomes quite tricky if you are inexperienced or unprepared. But since you have this piece of content, you are quite lucky. If you think making it big as an entrepreneur is the only challenge that you are going to face, then you are highly wrong, as there are many entrepreneurs who made billions but later went bankrupt. Billionaire entrepreneur Anil Ambani, who was once the sixth wealthiest person in the world in 2008 with a staggering net worth of $42 billion, is now bankrupt with millions of dollars of loans to repay. People are suing him in the courts and I don't know how he is going to repay them back when he is literally gone bankrupt. This is to prove that just because you've secured your wealth as an entrepreneur, it doesn't mean that it will stay around forever if you don't take care of it. But he didn't lose his wealth because of his relationships. He lost it because he mismanaged his business ventures and investments. But if you add a relationship gone sour on top of it, then it could be the worst nightmare for any entrepreneur. Since there's so much money involved, you will attract a lot of heat from people. There would be many people who would want to befriend you or date you just because you're wealthy and have connections that would help them climb up the ladder of success. Hence, you need to be careful and decisive when it comes to dating and who to allow in your inner circle. But since we are talking about dating, we'll just stick to that. We have compiled some wisdom, research, and our own experience when it comes to dating as an entrepreneur, so that you don't make the same mistakes as I did. Here are some of the points which will help you in your entrepreneurial journey while you're dating. Now, the first point is be the right person. This one is a no-brainer, as everyone is trying to find the right person but no one is trying to be the right person. When millions of people are just looking for that one perfect person, maybe you should go the opposite direction and focus on yourself first. It takes two people to start a relationship, and before you start looking for the other person, make sure that you are the best possible version of yourself. This will help you in not only having your own identity while you are in a relationship, but also in attracting a genuine partner who is interested in you, not because of your wealth but because of your morals, ideals, ethics, and values. Now, the second point is decide what you want in your partner. If you worked on yourself in making you the best possible version of yourself, now it's the time to decide what you actually want in a partner. What are the three most important things that matter the most to you? What are the three least important things that don't matter to you? There are many people who want to get into a relationship and date someone, but if you ask them what they want in their future partner, they have no clue. You don't have to be very precise, but you should have a basic idea about who might be a good fit for you and who might not be a good fit for you. Make sure to think about it, as your partner has great influence on you in almost all the aspects of your life. You don't want to mess this up. Now, the third point is have clear expectations. Now, if you're an entrepreneur who's working very hard, late nights, early mornings, then it's very important to convey this message to your partner that you won't be around at 6 p.m. in the evening for them. If you set clear boundaries and have realistic expectations from each other, then there will be less conflict later on and your partner will understand you easily. Hence, make everything clear from the start so that it doesn't create conflict later on. And the fourth point is go slow. If you have just started a relationship, then don't rush the process of posting photos with them on social media and declaring to the world that he or she is your partner. This is because what may seem like an awesome relationship in the beginning might turn out to be a worst nightmare later on. If you haven't been in a relationship before, then simply ask a few people who had terrible partners where everything was fine in the beginning, but then things turned out pretty ugly. Don't ask those people who had 10 relationships in 3 years, but ask someone who went through a serious relationship gone sour, and now you will be shocked. Hence, take your own sweet time and build up gradually, one step at a time with your partner. Now, the fifth point is keep it private. Building upon the previous point, I would like to advise you to stay private with your relationship until and unless you are compatible with each other. I made this mistake of telling people that I was in a relationship as soon as I met someone. What happened later couldn't be described in words, but I will still try. Two people might be quite different from one another, and it takes a while to get used to with a couple of aspects when you have differences of opinions. But when he tells everyone about the relationship and so does she, then there are a lot of people who are influencing the relationship. I made this mistake in the beginning, and when we should have been dealing with only 2 different opinions, we were dealing with 17 different opinions. Not only that, we were being judged and influenced by a lot of people. It was a total nightmare until we cleared out everybody, and the only people who were left out were me and her. It worked like magic, and the relationship is still going great as of recording this video. Keep it private and don't tell anyone unless and until you guys feel compatible and comfortable with each other. Now the 6th point is talk about finances. Now it might sound ridiculous since as an entrepreneur you might be making good money, but you must talk about finances and how you both will be spending money. If the other person is genuinely interested in you rather than your wealth, then that person won't hesitate and shy away from talking about finances. It might seem a bit awkward at first, but if you talk it out, then it will help you later on. Now the 7th point is don't fight in front of others. Okay. Now you're watching this content and you might have watched many videos about dating, but this doesn't mean that you won't have a fight. You will have a fight just like any other normal couple. All couples fight at some point of the time, and it's actually healthy for you guys to fight, as after every fight you will strengthen your relationship. But if you ever decide to fight, then fight when no one's around. If you fight privately, then the matter gets resolved within a couple of hours, as there's not a single person who's adding fuel to the fire. But when you fight publicly, you expose yourself to certain individuals who might have some advantage in ending your relationship. Hence, keep your intimate life and fights private. Now the 8th point is ups and downs. In 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. In 2008, the housing crisis happened. And in 2020, the pandemic gripped the entire world into a lockdown. Ups and downs are a part of your life. You will feel great and enjoy massive success, but then there might be a time where you may experience some sort of failure. Since ups and downs are a part of our lives, you should expect them, anticipate them, and be prepared for them in advance. If you stay prepared for an adversity that might happen anytime in the future, then that incident won't affect you very much. Same goes for your relationship. An adversity might happen in your relationship at any point of time. It could happen to you, to your partner, or both of you. But if you accept that some bad things happen that are out of your control, then you are mentally prepared in a better way than before. Now the 9th point is have a solution-oriented mindset. Accepting that there might be some downturns at any point of time in your life requires a solution-oriented mindset. Now, there might be millions of problems that might arise when you date someone, but you can tackle all of them if you look for solutions instead of focusing on the problems. Now, this one can help you a lot than you expect. Now, the last and 10th point is be a bit secretive. When you start a relationship with someone, don't tell them everything about yourself or your business. Keep some things with yourself until and unless you're sure that this person will stay with you for a very long time. Now, we are not asking you to keep secrets from your partner, but you should take your own sweet time in revealing your secrets, which could literally destroy you if that information is handed over to some other person. If you break up or divorce after 6 months of dating someone, then they have your secrets that can be used against you. Hence, don't reveal everything about you as soon as you start dating someone. Do it gradually over a period of time. Now, concluding this video, we would like to say that dating is quite a task in itself, and dating as an entrepreneur when the stakes are really high is even more difficult. But if you follow the above tips, then we are sure that you will reduce your misery and have a wonderful time. When billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates are getting divorced, then it's a clear sign that it can happen to almost anyone irrespective of the money and success that one enjoys. Hence, you should also be prepared for the worst case scenario in case things go south. Well, that was it for today, CiBillions. If you liked our content, then please like, comment, share and subscribe, because your likes motivate us to make more content just for you. And do follow us on Instagram, because our community of like-minded people is growing bigger day by day. So, thanks for being with us until the end, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.